and welcome to my channel. To give you a little background of why I'm doing this video, you know, during quarantine we all stocked up on a bunch of canned goods, dry food and all of that, and I ended up accumulating a lot of rice and beans. The beans, I can eat beans every day and I'll get tired of it. I'm from Brazil, that's all we eat, rice and beans. So I thought I would have been okay with all the rice in the world and I would go through it like this, but nope. I have bags and bags of rice and I did donate some already. There's so much of fried rice and Spanish rice and veggie rice. Me, I am a savory person. I'm not a sweet person. I'm very sweet, but not on the food side. I don't like desserts that much. I'm more of a savory, salty type of person. I would prefer to have an extra plate of food. Like if you go to a buffet and people save room for dessert, or they start with dessert even, I prefer to have an extra plate of food and skip dessert. Like for me, I could have, you know, cookies. I could have a bite of a cookie or half of a cookie and I'll be okay. I can have one scoop of ice cream and put that pint down. But I was looking for rice recipes and rice pudding came up. And I remember I used to go to a buffet here and they had on the dessert section rice pudding and I used to love it. It was sweet, there was a little bit of cinnamon flavor. So I thought, why not use the rice that I have to make rice pudding? So I picked up one of the easy ones, the first one that I saw. I'll put a link for this recipe down below in the description box, so if you want to look it up. But once again, you can just Google it, and all the rice pudding recipes, they seem very basic. I'll read you the one that I have real quick, just so you know, you get a sense of the ingredients, the measurements. So it says prep time 25 minutes, cook time 20 minutes, so about 45 minutes. It will take 3/4 of uncooked white rice. So any regular white rice I think is fine. 2 cups of milk, 1/3 cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt. The butter that I have, it's already salted, so I'm gonna skip the salt in the recipe. 1 egg beaten, 1 tablespoon of butter, and half teaspoon of vanilla. Boil 1.5 cups of water, add the rice, cover and simmer for 20 minutes. And then you add 1.5 cup of the milk, so not all of the milk, the sugar and the salt. We're gonna skip that, salt and butter. Leave it on medium heat for 15-20 minutes until it thickens up. Add the rest of the milk, which is half cup. Add the egg, cook for 2 minutes, stirring, and they make sure like keep stirring it. Remove from heat, add the vanilla and the butter. So it seems pretty easy, right? And my water, like I said, it's already boiling. So I will add the rice to it. And then, what did it say? Add the rice, cover, simmer for 20 minutes. All right, seems pretty easy. So I have, so 3/4 of white rice. Okay, so it's covered. And then we will let it simmer for 20 minutes. So I will see you back here in 20. I'm back. It's been about 20 minutes. The rice is cooking. I took a little drinking break. The rice is actually perfect and fluffy. Yeah, it's like, it's nice and fluffy. Next step is sugar and milk. And then I got my sugar right here. It is 1/3 of a cup. Sugar goes in. Got my milk. And then it says a medium heat for 15 to 20 minutes. On the recipe it said if you want to substitute the sugar, the regular white sugar for Splendor, you can to cut down the calories and, you know, the nasty sugar. It says use 1/3 of the recipe calls for regular sugar. Yeah, I do have Splendor, but I have the little packets, so I don't even think I have enough for this recipe. So I'm using regular sugar. I was talking to my mom. I was like, Mom, I have all this rice and I don't know what to do with it. And she reminded me that when I was a kid, she used to make me arroz con leche. Well, I'm saying Spanish. In Portuguese is arroz con leche, which means rice with milk. I think every Latin culture has a version of it, but I used to love it. My mom used to make it and put it in a plate, and it was savory too. It wasn't, I mean, it wasn't spicy or anything, but it wasn't sweet. Put it in a plate and bring it to me warm, and I used to eat it with a spoon. I loved it. So that's what she said. She's like, make arroz con leche. I was like, oh, maybe I should try that next. All right, we are back. So I let it simmer for, well, okay, let's get real. It says on medium heat for 15 to 20 minutes. I had it on medium heat and the thing boiled. I don't know if it's my stove or what's going on, but the pot, it's big enough not to spill. So it boiled up and there was a little spill, nothing too crazy, recoverable. But anyway, so instead of medium heat, I left it on low. So pretty thicken, like it said, wait until it gets thickened. And now we're gonna add the 1 egg. It has to be beaten, so remember to And the egg, I'm actually curious because some other recipes for rice pudding that I looked it up didn't call for an egg. The rest of the milk, which is half a cup. After the milk and the egg, you stir for 2 minutes. I am really curious about adding an egg. If you ever made rice pudding, let me know in the comments down below if your recipe called for an egg or not and how successful you were. So it's been 2 minutes, and then the last, well, not the last ingredient. So now the tablespoon of butter. So butter it's in, and then what was 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You know what? I've never used vanilla extract in my life. And now that I'm doing a lot more cooking at home and baking, it's so expensive. Vanilla extract. And I know it lasts for a long time because you only need a little bit per recipe, but it's so expensive. Then ooh, it smells really good. Yeah, that vanilla did it. And then I'm gonna add my cinnamon. I'm gonna do like a couple dashes. So right now, you can tell like the butter, it's all melted. All right, so here it is. It's really, really creamy. Now for the final spoon test. It might taste better when it's cold. Like I said, this is my first time trying. It's a hit. It's a hit. I did it. Yay. I'm looking down at my stove right now and I have some cleaning to do. So I'm gonna cut this video short right now. I don't understand. Medium heat. I put it on medium heat. Should have left it on low. I knew that. And I got some dishes to clean too. If you want to see more of these videos of me cooking and experimenting with foods, also hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button, that little bell, so you don't miss a single video. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys soon.